Good morning, everyone. Thought I would try to find out, it's kind of bugging me, why I actually have almost no adjustment on the clutch cable. I put a new clutch cable, same thing, just a few threads poking through the mount on the frame. So I asked some questions on some of the Facebook shovelhead sites, and Rocky's Chop Shop has been helping quite a bit. Some ideas. He does a lot of stuff. And there may have been a couple other that I looked at, but it's just like, it just needs to have more. It should be like in the middle of that adjustment, because it's pretty long, probably about 2 inches of thread over there. And but just a little bit's poking out. So, and the arm, instead of being about half an inch from the arm that's activated by the cable, instead of being about a half an inch from the starter, it's about 1 inch. And then when you pull in the clutch cable up there, you pull in it almost bumps into the rod that the spring goes up and down on inside. Clutch works fine, except it just seems like it's somewhere something is too short, too long, worn out, don't know. But the adjustment is fine. I mean, I turn in that adjustment screw on the other side and then back it off so there's not tension on the throwout bearing. I've got the old throwout bearing. I did have to make a tool for adjustment for the to get it loose over here, because if you get this cover on, it's real hard to get in there. So this allowed me to get in there, and I just thought I could bend it, and then it broke, so I just welded it. See if you can see it there. So always got to make something special. But the original is this one here, throwout bearing, but you can see something has been wearing on there, and what has been wearing is this, the end of that, because that's where that ends up resting when it's working, is right there. So for some reason that's not being held enough this way, away from that part that rotates. I've got another one here, another one here. Oh, and that one's pretty cratchety here. But one thing I noticed, inside here and inside here, this one's bigger in there. I put a drill bit in there, and it'll go into this one, but won't go into this one, or this one, or this one. Now, here's the links I've got. Of course, I know mine is, I'm assuming, right for. It surely couldn't be any shorter. But yeah, I got like the 13 1/4, and it uses the new style small throwout bearing. Looks like the size of a dime. Then I got 14 1/16, again the small size. Probably 1975 would use that. Now the one I have in there, it's 14 3/8, and it has a much better, or it has a different end on it with, of course, no clip, because it goes into, and it goes into there. Where are you at? There you are. Goes into there, but it goes in deeper. See how much is, where'd you go? There you are. See how much is sticking out. Guess you have to do this. But that's how much is sticking out, and all the others only stick out this much. And none of them have the wear marks. I mean, they've all been used. I got them at Wheels Through Time. They sell stuff they don't need. But yeah, you can see that is not poking through as much. So there you are. Let's see. So it's writing down deeper in this V area. So I'm going to try one of these others. They don't sound as smooth as this one, though. If I had some way to hold smooth, it's a little more. I cleaned the best I could and put oil in there. But it's just deeper in the pocket. So I'm going to try and putting it in here and then just see if I can physically see how close those little fingers are, wherever I put them. Oh, there they are. If the fingers are a little closer, because these have been touching there, and I don't think they should be. Should be backed away a little bit. This seems to be fine, not worn. That looks good up there. I did clean it up. The first time I ever took this off, it was stuck. But it comes off easily. Of course, you have your finger. I should hold it with my other hand. Finger, and then you've got a little washer around here. There it is. That goes in the bottom. So it's like this, and then this goes in the bottom there, and then this clip goes on the end, and that's pretty much it. I'll double check I'm not missing anything, but I'm curious about. I wonder if there should be an O-ring in there. I'll have to look in the book. I was just checking some stuff about a pump the other day, oil pump, but I'll look to see. Because this fits in here, fits down in there and everything. And I can't imagine this would ever get twisted, Now, one thing I think Rocky suggested was the arm that the cable attaches to could be bent. I'm going to take it off. It's still in there, but I'll take it out, and make sure it's physically straight. There it is. If I can get it, I think. There we go. So I think it physically looks straight. Put a straight edge on it. Let's see. Straight edge around it somewhere. Well, I know this should be straight. This I made for taking the wheel nuts off. So, turn my light on there. I see about the same amount of light, So it seems like that's not bent. And that's not wallered out because it always fits on there good. As a matter of fact, I had to clean it to get it to go on easy. So it's just assembling it with a different throwout bearing that has not got a deep pocket. A deep pocket is this. Fortunately, this one is just really smooth. Unfortunately, somehow that thing has gotten poked into there, and it must have spun at that point. Now, somebody suggested putting a steel ball, in between here and the adjustment nut on the pressure plate. I'm just going to mock it up, put it in there, and I'll put a piece of like plumber's putty I've got on those things. And when I put it together, I'll see how much squish between there and because it shouldn't be touching that. It should be, far, away. Whoops, wrong way. Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. That's where it was touching, right here. See that? I hit it backwards. That's me. But that's what it was. It was attached, rubbing there where it has the rub marks. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. I think so. Yep, you can see it better over here. But yeah, the rub marks in there. Better or worse, I don't know. But yeah, that's where it's been rubbing. So I have to figure out why. Either it was like I say, it was too far this way, and that's when it starts touching. So it's going to take a little fiddling, but that's what I'm doing today. It was going to rain, so I thought, but it looks like it's clearing up. But you guys having any ideas? I didn't think that the rod had worn at the end because I could just screw in the adjustment in and everything be fine. It's got to be from here or from here down, or the arm could be bent, but it doesn't look like it. It's from here down, something between here and here, but this can't be twisted. Or this could be worn out, but it doesn't look worn out, Those look fine. I think that, got the right. I've never had another one in my hand, but the curvature looks fine. So if you guys got some ideas, let me know. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a great weekend coming up. And I will catch you later. Remember, I need all the help I can get. Bye-bye. See you later. Peace.